Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Max, aka Blitzwinger, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, or Call of Duty. Hi! Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. But nonetheless, of course, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. This is my very first recorded video. I'm recording this live, so I'm most likely going to play pretty awful. And I always admire people who manage to play well while also commentating, because it's quite a task. In my opinion, it's quite a task. It is very, very, very challenging for me personally to be playing while commentating, especially a shooting game like Call of Duty. It requires a lot of concentration, a lot of kind of twitch muscle fibers to activate, so to speak. And then you have horrible moments like that, where you just terribly miss, and that's embarrassing. Wait, was this guy in here with me? Oh! Oh! Whoa! Okay. That scared the heck out of me. Well done, my friend. I'll give you that. That was a very well executed performance. He's still in here. Got him. He only had a pistol, so he must have been on a pretty good kill streak. Woohoo! Sliding in like a ninja. Boom! Wow, how did I miss those first, like, 3 seconds there or something? Now, I had my first game a little while ago. This is, I know it looks like, whoa, you're already rank 31? How? Well, the reason why is because if you got the Day 0 edition, you got like a whole bunch of time for double XP. So I really have not played as much as it might seem like I have, which is why I'm not very good with the maps yet, which is something that I always think is super duper important when you're playing Call of Duty, is to learn the maps. As far as my history with Call of Duty, I got into Call of Duty like many other people with Call of Duty 4, aka the first Modern Warfare. So that was my first experience, my first exposure. Whoa, I didn't see that guy coming. My first exposure to Call of Duty, and I became a pretty big fan of Call of Duty, just like many other people. And I think that a lot of people kind of look at Call of Duty as like, ooh, it's like a terrible thing now. It's almost like being dirty when you say, oh, I like Call of Duty. It's like a dirty thing, especially in the gamer community, so to speak. So I found that interesting, but I used to be the one person who kind of like always defended Call of Duty for being still a fantastic game and all that kind of stuff, but I will be honest, I haven't played Call of Duty since I think Black Ops 2 was the latest one that I've played. And whoa, okay, that was scary. Okay, I don't know how he didn't get me. I messed that up too. That was a very bad performance on my part. Where'd he go? Where is he? Gotcha. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that I did not play Ghosts. I skipped that one completely. I also did not play Black Ops 2 heavily. My favorite Call of Duty to date was Black Ops. Well, I mean, Modern Warfare was awesome, especially because I really like the story in Modern Warfare. But I was a very, very, very big fan of Black Ops, the first one, in multiplayer modes. I really, really, really enjoyed that quite a bit. And since then, I have not had any Call of Duty that was as enjoyable. Now, is Advanced Warfare as enjoyable as Black Ops? To me, not. No, and maybe not yet is the more correct answer. Because I do feel like it's a really, really good step in the right direction in terms of adding elements like the abilities, as you probably have noticed right now, of the double jump and things like that have definitely, in my opinion, benefited this franchise right now, because I feel like it's a positive upgrade, so to speak. It kind of helps the game be not just about, hey, who can run up to the other person and start shooting first. Now it's a lot more driven by, like, hey, you got to maneuver, you got to jump, you got to move around. So there are more elements now that you have to consider as you're playing the game. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit flustered all over the place. It's because, honestly, it's very, very, as I mentioned before at the beginning, very, very challenging for me for some reason to commentate and play a game like this, because I'm trying to obviously get together some good gameplay for you guys. Oh my god, that was the noobiest thing I've ever done! Noob! I needed a noob tube there. But yeah, So I'm sorry if I'm a little bit all over the place with my commentary and if I'm just kind of sounding like I'm everywhere. My apologies about that in advance. And I will try to get better with that kind of thing. Whoa! Can you imagine if I got a knife midair? That would have been sweet. That's one thing that I don't really like in this game is the knife. I don't know what's up with the knife, or maybe it's just that I've gotten used to the knife having kind of a bigger hit range. It seems like now you have to be like very, 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 very close to your opponent in order to get the knife kill. Hopefully that's something that they either update, or I guess maybe it's just something that I need to get used to, and once I do, I'll get... How did I not see that guy? What was I looking at? Look at that. Look at that. I literally did not see him. That was terrible. That was terrible. Alright, so it looks like we got a defeat here. Let's play probably a couple more rounds here. Not going to go too lengthy, but... yeah. Oh, wow. We ended up first place. That's pretty sweet. 19 and 14, which is pretty bad in terms of a KD. The other team had a really good performer with 24 and 10. Very, very solid performance right there. But obviously, I'm only playing Team Deathmatch for now. That's usually the game mode that I use to kind of get better at the game. You know what I mean? Learn the map and things like that. Or maps, I should say. That right there was one of my favorite maps. I really like that one. That one is really, really fun. Oh, nice. Look at that. We got a new weapon. That's pretty sweet. But yeah, all in all, I would say that the game is definitely a step in the right direction. I think that it's become a little bit more fast in general, but at the same time, it's become more... how do I say it? I don't want to say performance or skill driven, but it's kind of more like, you know, it requires a lot more actual time, like timed events and kind of like timing your offensive, not just by, hey, I've learned the map and I'm just going to run around the map and be the first one to, you know, twitch kind of muscle fibers and things like that, just activating. But this game requires, as you saw many times, just proper maneuvering, move out of the way, boost out of the way, use all these other powers that are given to you through the exoskeleton, and then apply them to the game. Now, right now, my dog is barking for an extra added impact, I guess. He's like, yo, what's up, guys? Got to add a little bit of fun to this. So, my apologies for that. Oh, he just stopped. That was surprising. And we will move on to round number 2 here. So, yeah, here we goes. And by the way, guys, let me know if this is something that you guys would like to see more of in terms of recorded stuff. I will be playing more of this game. I'm really, really enjoying the multiplayer side of things so far. I have not played the single player yet. I've played the first mission, and I actually like it. Again, I'm one of the few people that sometimes enjoys the single player more than the multiplayer. So I definitely get a lot of flack for that sometimes. I'm like, yeah, the single player was great, the multiplayer was terrible, or something like that. And well, not terrible. I shouldn't say terrible. I've never said that before, because it's never been terrible in my opinion. Even though I did hear really bad things about Ghost. I heard that Ghost was very close to being terrible. I heard that there just was very little innovation with that title. Alright, so this is my favorite gun so far, is the one that I'm currently using. I'm not even sure what's the name of the gun or anything like that. I'm not very good with, like, gun names and things like that. Especially because, again, I'm just getting back into the Call of Duty obsessive playing 3, 4 to 5 to 10 matches a day to just, you know, get myself back in order. My god, that is a terrible start. Okie dokes. So this seems like a pretty popular spot right down here. A lot of times people hide down here, from my experience. Whoa. Whoa, okay, come on. You see, this is the problem, is like, well, not the problem. I mean, this is the really cool element of the exoskeleton, is that it adds that element. Like you saw where I was walking out, and then there's like one person running, there's one person jumping above, and then there's one person in front of me. So it adds this like really dynamic action movie-like experience where there's constantly people flying all over the place. So I think that it kind of incentivizes people who care about KD, like that's their number one thing. It does kind of incentivize them to camp, because if you find a good spot, you can just sit there and, you know, camp your eggs and guard your eggs, and that's it. And kind of just, you know, sit there and protect yourself and fire away, which is pretty annoying, and it happens way too often. It could be, you could attribute that to the fact that, of course, right now people are still learning the maps, so maybe that is definitely a cause as to why there's a lot of camping. But I certainly hope that it's something that will not be a recurring factor. And I hope that it goes away, because I don't like camping. Camping is not that fun. Where is he? Is he below me? I didn't even know that there was a below! Oh my god, you scared the heck out of me, dude. Yeah, so I'm doing a pretty terrible job of showcasing my skills. I'm kind of almost thinking maybe I shouldn't do live commentaries, but then again, I like the feeling of an authentic live commentary, so I don't know if I'll change it or not, but I certainly do like commentating live because I feel like it's more natural, it's more organic. The thing that is bad, obviously, as you can tell, is that I'm all frazzled and I have a very hard time explaining the game. So, yeah. Come on. Whoa, baby. I got you. Whoa! Oh, man, I almost got that guy. I don't know why I have this obsession of, like, clicking in the middle button like that. Oh, my God. How did I don't get it. That was bad. That was really, really bad. I saw him, too. That's why I jumped over like that. And I was like, la la la, where are you? Oh my god. I am getting destroyed. I am getting wrecked. What? How could you miss that badly? Wow, okay, that took a lot more bullets than I thought it would. Woohoo! I heard somebody. Come on! How much ammunition does it take to take you out? Okay, and then another thing I don't like is the whole thing of like, hey, let's make it appear the person who's talking, make their logo appear in your face like this. Like, who is that? Swing something something. I don't even see him in the lobby. Is he joining? And if he's joining, why do I need to listen to him yet? Oh, it's so frustrating. And now I'm starting to engage rage mode, by the way, if you couldn't tell. That's why I'm getting all upset. By the way, remember how I said people hide over there? You see that? And that's the whole camping element of the game that I was discussing before! Come on! Let's do this thing. This is ridiculous. Alright, so there's obviously going to be... Oh, okay. I've never been down here yet. Then again, I haven't played this map enough to talk about everything already. Woohoo! How did he shoot me through the floor? Can somebody explain that to me? Okay, let's see this. So he misses, and then he shoots me through the barrels. Okay, I didn't even know that that was possible, but sounds good to me. Unless if the exoskeleton added curving bullets, I didn't know that that was possible. Oh my god, that was the most ragiest match I think I've had so far. Not really, I've had one or two worse. Where I get very, very, very emotional, let's put it that way. 9 and 17, what a stellar performance. I mean, come on, 9 and 17? Can't do much better than that. Ding. I did get 7 assists though, which is kind of crazy. That's a lot. That is way too many. My god, 0.53. Look at that. Look at that awfulness. Okay, that's okay. It's okay. Can't get upset. Gotta stay positivo because that will be the only way that I could get better. So, one thing that I do want to do is I'll vote for recovery. How do I... Can I not mute people right now? Match summary options? No, that's just options. Huh. Oh, there we go. There they are. There's the guy that was like whistling the whole time. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate the fact that you had to whistle to me. You probably didn't even hear it because I don't have the game audio too loud. That guy does look cool. Look at that. That is super duper sweet. That's he looks like Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe or something, right? My guy doesn't look that good. I need to work on that. Look at that. My guy just looks like we kind of just found some parts on the floor and we're like, yeah, just wear them all. I definitely need to work on that side of things as well. So, I'll get you, I'm going to go ahead and end it the waiting time here, and I'll see you guys in just a moment once we start the next round. Okie dokes, guys. So here we go. I'm going to use the SN6 this time around. Again, silenced, like a boss, submachine gunning, like a boss. What can I do if that's my favorite class of weapons? Usually I actually use assault rifles, but I don't know why. I've become more of a SMG kind of person. I definitely need to find an assault rifle that I like. Just so I could start using one. Okay, that was not bad. Whoa, okay. Let's hide. Where'd he go? He's obviously around me. Is he above me? I can't tell. I think he is above me. Oh, he's been killed. Okay, why did I activate it? Ah. That was very bad on my part. Because that's a waste. We already have one up. And I don't believe they stack. If they stack, that's excellent. But if they don't, that was pretty wasteful on my part. Did I get him? Oh yeah, I did. I honestly was not sure. Do you think some of them will go this way? Oh my god, that scared the heck out of me. I could have got 2 kills right there. Sometimes I just get like nervous. Like I build like way too much anticipation as to what's gonna happen. Like I plan ahead. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna run over here, then I'm gonna slide over here, then I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do that, and that's gonna work out. And then it's like, by the time I finish that sentence in my mind, I'm already getting shot. So most of the time, it's actually a decently formulated plan. The problem is executing on it is definitely a challenge. Okay, now they're behind me. So I have to be aggressive. Okie dokes. No! How? Wasn't that my teammate right there? And if so, how did he not notice that there was a guy coming at me, bro? Oh god. I really dislike when people do that, when they do the lie down thing, because I'm not good at it, so I need to get better at that, but that is a really good skill. It's just really frustrating to deal with that. And obviously that means it's a good thing to do. If it's hard to deal with, you want to do as much of it as possible. Oh, okay. Somehow we're alive. I need a gun. I think they're gonna come from here. Where is he? Is he behind these machines? I think he is. Oh, it's that type of gun. I didn't know that. Nobody told me that. Then again, I shouldn't be complaining about that kind of thing. Wait, why can't... Okay. I'm very terrible at this. Okay, let's go ahead and get their stuff shut down. Wait a minute, I'm gonna bomb myself! What am I doing? Oh my god, I'm crazy. Bombed myself. Oh god, I love how I realized that after I already hit launch. I'm like, yep, this is a good place to shoot the planes. Go! Fire, fire, fire! And then I end up shooting myself. I can't believe I just ran by that guy. That was some pro noob skills. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god, there's 2 of them. Should have launched a grenade. That's another thing that I found kind of interesting though about this game, is that it seems like either the grenades are weaker or that like you can't, it's really hard to get a kill with a grenade for me. Like I've gotten situations where people walk like right next to the grenade, not on top of the grenade, but pretty close to it, and they end up alive just fine. So I'm not sure like how close do you need to get the grenade to the enemy to actually cause a kill, but evidently whatever it is that I'm doing is something wrong, probably. Wowzers! Okay, let me recover from that. Is that... Okay, that's dead already. They're gonna come from here. Oh, victory! Very nice! Alrighty, Roo! How did we do? I think we were second or third. I mean, second or first. First, sweet! 21 and 9! Boom shakalaka. Now that is a solid performance, finally. Yay. Happy with that. It's not super great, but for me, that's good. I'm happy with that performance. So, there you guys have it. That is some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I hope you guys enjoyed it right here on the Fanboy Potion YouTube channel. Of course, if you did, please don't forget to hit that like button. What I might do is I might do a little bit of a... I'm not going to do a full walkthrough for this game for sure, for the single player, but what I might do is I might just do like some kind of highlights and kind of my favorite moments that I had in the campaign. And then I might do a bit of a kind of quick play a la in the style of like WTF is or the Giant Bombcast's quick play, something along those lines. I might do just to kind of give my full impressions of both the single player and the multiplayer on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. That being said, let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing something like that down in the comment section below. Of course, if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button. That would really help me out a ton. And of course, as always, guys, do not forget to have an absolutely fan-flipping-tastic day. I will indeed catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you laters, alligators. Bye-bye, guys.